Well, my guest has been able to construct a career as a hobby trainer in rugby league and also full-time as a career in the building game. I caught up with Micheal Reed to discuss all three forms. Well, nice to go chat with you, Michael, and on a pleasing note because Love Who ran a mighty race in the opening event on the card.
Yeah, he certainly did. He's always shown ability, but it's just taken a long time for me to get it out of him. He's just very immature, and when he settles down and he knows what he's here for, I think he can be a nice horse, yeah.
Well, certainly one to follow. Now, your career in harness racing, only along a hobby basis, the same as your father, Ken.
That's correct, yeah. Dad had him a lot longer than me. Yeah, it was down in the old Kembla Grange days at Kembla Grange, and then he moved up to Wilton, and from there that's where I started my career with just being a trainer. I've always just been a hobby trainer. I've never been a full-time or anything. I'm currently working 4 horses there, and I've all bred all 4, so yeah.
So what age was it when you really started to get that bug?
Oh, I was early on. When I come back, I went to Darwin after I left school playing football, and then when I come back I was 21 when I come home, and yeah, from 21 on I've been involved with them, yes.
Yeah, the rugby league career in Darwin, how did that take shape, Mike?
Oh, I was playing for Dapto down in the Carlton League in Wollongong, and we were at the presentation, and a bloke called Teddy Johnson, who played for South Sydney, was the development officer of the Northern Territory Rugby League, and he rounded 4 of us up from Dapto, and I think there was 2 others from West down home. We all then ventured up to Darwin playing football.
And no doubt that would have been a very tough school.
It was, yeah. So we played in extreme heat, but we enjoyed ourselves after the games.
And did you enjoy any success?
Yeah, we won the comp the first or second year I was up there for North Darwin, yeah, and then I unfortunately busted my shoulder, but I had 3.5 good seasons up there, and then, yeah, come home, yeah.
And what position, Mike?
I played either second row or lock, yeah.
And being involved in that Dapto region, no doubt you rubbed shoulders with some very talented footballers at that particular time.
Yeah, I played all my juniors with Paul McGregor, Mary, yeah. We went from, I was a late starter. I didn't start until I was about 12 or 13, and then we won the 18s comp, and then that's when after the 18s, Mary went into town and I went to Darwin, so we took 2 different directions.
So at that particular stage, were you an Illawarra Steelers supporter or just St George, or just when they combined all in one?
No, I was always a Steelers supporter, yeah. I was always there.
No doubt you would have had the chance to watch a particular general manager of racing at Club Menangle by the name of David Watson go around with the Steelers.
Yeah, certainly did, yeah. We used to always go in and see Wano run around for sure, yeah.
Did you get his autograph?
No. Maybe a beer with him after the game, but that was about it.
He tells us some mighty tries he scored. Did you see any of them?
Yeah, he was a pretty handy footballer for the Steelers back in their day, yeah. He went quite well, yeah.
So you've returned from Darwin. What took place then as far as your career off the harness racing paddock?
I was a estimator with AV Jennings, and then I worked my way up to building manager, and I spent 30 years there, and then when they decided to close, I went over to Allworth Homes. I'm now the construction manager for the South Coast region.
No doubt with the amount of construction going on in those particular areas, being away from the building trade for a while and trading horses, a bit of a relief?
Yeah, it is. That's why I virtually in it. It's just my time for myself. When I go to the farm with the horses, I don't take a phone. I start about 4:30, 4:45, and then I'm always in the car heading to work by 7:30. So yeah, big days, and I go back about 4 or 5 and spend an hour there, but I don't take my phone.
Does it surprise you, Michael, looking around this particular region now, the Campbelltown, Macarthur, Menangle region in particular, close to the track, the amount of construction work going on, it just seems to be mushrooming all over the place.
Yeah, it's incredible the amount of development that's going on out in this southwest Sydney, and it doesn't look like it's going to stop anytime soon. I know developments that aren't on the road, but they're planning to be, yeah.
Now, you've mainly concentrated your harness racing career as far as being a trainer, not a driver.
No, it's something I've never been interested in. I've always thought that it's something for the professional guys that do it day in, day out. Not that I've got 3 running today, but sometimes I can go 6 months plus without a horse race, and I just think it's up to the young guys like Davey Morris and them to jump on them on race days so they know exactly when to go and when not to.
In more recent times, David, as you mentioned, and his wife Steph Morris have been engaged to drive your horses. But going back, a few nice drivers you've had going around: David Wilkins, Dorian Williams, Trevor Monday.
Yeah, they were the guys that used to do it when we and Dad were together. We were lucky enough to have a nice horse called Caribbean Sun, and Wilco come with us. We went to Melbourne. He ran, I don't know if he won a heat or ran second in the Derby down there, and then we took him to Bathurst and he ran second in the final to out there with Mick Syker's horse, ran second. Yeah, and then we had Trev drive a few for us, yeah.
It's always nice if you're going to be sitting on the sidelines to employ good drivers, and you certainly did that.
Yeah, for sure. They were good drivers and good blokes, so yeah, that makes it easier.
Well, Mike, good luck with Love Who in coming weeks. As we mentioned, may just have the hoof on the till, and it's been good to catch up with you.
Thanks, Mike. All the best.